Want your Instagram photos and videos to look polished and professional without complicated software? Edits by Instagram is a powerful built-in tool that lets you enhance, adjust, and perfect your content directly in the app. In today's video, I'll show you how to use Edits by Instagram like a pro, from basic adjustments and filters to advanced tweaks, so your content looks its absolute best every time. Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Steph, and in this channel, I teach you quick daily tech tips that make your life a little easier. So go to your App Store or Play Store and search for Edits and tap on Get. Tap on Install. Once it has finished installing, tap on Open. Tap on Agree and continue on the Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. Once you open up your Edits app, you will be presented with this simple and clean interface that says Create Your First Project. Edits here is really very user-friendly and it doesn't load you with an over-cluttered interface, but just the ones that you need for a quick and easy editing experience. Before we go into editing the video, let me briefly and quickly run through and explain a little of the icons and functions on the interface so you have a rough idea of how the app works as a total. On the bottom row here, you see 5 icons, and these 5 are the most useful and perhaps important functions on the app. The first icon here is called Ideas. So you know, as content creators, when we see something in our life, in our everyday lives, we get inspirations, right? So Ideas here allow you to add stickies, which is sort of sticky note for you to quickly jot down your flash of inspiration before it vanishes. Well, I mean, this happens to us all the time, right? For content creators, you get a moment of inspiration, a moment of brilliance. The next thing, if you did not jot it down, it's gone. So to add a sticky, tap on the plus icon on the bottom right and type in whatever just came to your mind. Some notes, some ideas. And once you're done, tap on the add and this sticky will be added. On the top here is where your stickies are, and under saved is where your saved Instagram Reels are. Let me show you how it works. Right now you can see I have no saved Reels. So I go into my Instagram account and then I go to Reels. So for example, if I scroll and see something I like and I want to save it, I tap on the 3 dots here and tap on save. So now I have saved Reels that I liked, and I can go back to my Edits app and you can see the reel that I have saved appears here. If you don't see it, just simply close your Edits app and reopen it. It should be there. The third icon on the top is Collections, which is basically posts or reels that you have saved on your Instagram account. Let me show you how it works. Here you can see I have no saved collection. To access or create a collection, I go to my Instagram account, tap on my profile icon on the bottom right, and tap on the 3 lines on the top right. Tap on Saved. Tap on the plus icon on the top right. Here you can see I can add a new collection. Well, since I'm a wedding photographer, let me create a collection called Weddings. So anything, any posts or reels that I see related to weddings, I can add it here. Tap Next and tap on Done. Here it shows that I have no saved posts. So let's go back to my Reels and then tap on the 3 dots, tap on Save, and add it to my Weddings collection by tapping on the plus icon. Now I can go to my profile icon on the bottom right, tap on the 3 lines and tap on Save. Under Weddings, you can see now I have my reel saved in this collection. Again, if it's not showing, just exit the app and reopen it. It's probably some bug that Instagram has not fixed yet. The next icon here is called Inspiration. So basically, this is like using your Instagram app but with a cool editing feature loaded in. Here it shows you reels like you normally would if you were on your main Instagram app. You can scroll and find something that you like. Here we have 3 icons under Inspiration. The plus icon here lets you access stickies and jot down a quick idea. Remember we talked about stickies earlier? Yep, it's the same one that is embedded here in Inspiration as well, so you have like a shortcut key to stickies. Then you have the bookmark icon here, which you can save your reel or post. So tap on it and you can save this reel. You can even add it to an existing collection or create a new collection. Remember collections, the one that we just talked about earlier? Here you have it in inspiration as well. The last icon here we have is use audio. So what's use audio? It is what it is. Let me show you how it works. Tap on use audio. Then select camera or gallery. We'll pick something from our gallery, which is in our Photos app. Here I will tap on an image of a shiny Charizard, which I drew earlier. Well, if you guys play Pokemon Pocket, you know. Then tap on add. Now, you know what use audio is for, right? Yes, clever. So it uses the audio from the reel that you were watching under inspiration earlier and combines it with the image that I've selected from my phone gallery. I'll tap on play to show you what it looks and sounds like. Easy and clever, right? So doing this use audio actually brings you to the next icon, which is projects. So now you see I have that Charizard Pokemon with music project saved earlier. But we'll skip this projects icon part first and leave it for a later part of this video because it is a little bit more technical and I want to be absolutely clear when I'm explaining that. So I'll just explain the next icon, which is the record icon. So the first time you tap on it, there will be a pop-up asking for your permission to allow edits to access your camera and microphone. So if you agree, just tap on continue. So here basically it just allows you to record a video, pretty similar to your main Instagram app where you can record directly from the app. The last icon here is Insights, which basically shows you data from your main Instagram account that you have linked to on edits. So you can see your reels, news, reach, etc. and the latest reels that you have been viewed. So if you want to have a deeper understanding of this account and what it means for each term, you can tap on the information icon beside accounts and it will give you a brief explanation or description of that function. You also have the option to filter by the number of days of these insights from 7 up to 60 days worth of data. Alright, so now we are done with the 4 icons, so let's get into the main icon, which is the projects icon in the middle. That's what we are here for today, right? Here you see that we still have that little unfinished Pokemon project we did earlier, but right now we're going to just ignore that and we're going to create a new project. So tap on the plus icon here. Here it brings up your media from your Photos app from your phone. Remember I told you at the start of this video, we're going to make a video about how to make a peanut butter sandwich. So I shot a few short video clips earlier and we'll be selecting the clips from here. So tap on the video clips that you want and then tap on add. All the clips that I have selected are placed on the project timeline. If you have used any mobile video editing software previously like CapCut or InShot, you should be quite familiar with the layout and how mobile video editing apps work in general. So it's just slightly different placement of certain functions and just getting used to these placements, and we should be able to get up to speed with using the new edits from Instagram. But for simplicity's sake, I will assume that we are all new here on the Edits app. So tap on New Project here to give your project a name. Okay, the first most important skill to know when editing a video is how to crop your video. So what do I mean? So now if I play the video, you can see that everything is raw, which is the full clips, meaning the full clips are shown. So as you can see, the first clip is the video of the bread coming in from the left. All is good, but there's a lot of wasted and idle time at the back. So simply just tap on the clip and it will turn yellow, which means it is ready for cropping. So tap and hold and drag the end of the clip leftwards to your desired timing. Then you can press play again to view the clip. If it's good, you can just carry on the same steps for the rest of the clips. So there's this white box icon in between clips. What is this? This is the transition edit, which allows you to make effects when you move from one clip to another. Right now, our video is just showing one clip, then another, right? So it's kind of a little bit boring. So let's make it more interesting. I'll add a zoom effect. Now you can see the difference. It makes our video pop. Once you're happy with all the cropping, we can proceed with adding audio to the video. Tap on the audio icon on the bottom row. Here you can see there are lots and lots of audio clips which are registered to edits, which means you can use them freely without any copyright issues, similarly to your Instagram. If you're not sure that music want to use, you can always tap on trending to see what are the popular songs used on social media right now. If there's a particular track or music or clip that you want to use, you can also search for it by tapping on the search audio at the top here. Since we are trying to keep up with the times, I'll just use the number one trending song for now. Tap on the song to preview, then tap on it again. Tap on add. So now you can see the audio is added as a pink layer to the top of your video clip. Let's preview a little to see how our little project looks like so far. Not too bad. So there are a lot of tweaks here you can do to your audio clip here. You can split the audio, which basically means that you are cutting up the audio clip into two parts. So you might want to ask, why would you want to split up the audio? So maybe for the second part here, you want to change the volume or you want to replace it with another audio clip. Let me show you how. So if you find that you do not want the changes, you can always tap on the undo button here, and then it goes back to the previous version before you made the change. And to redo the action, simply tap on the redo icon on the right here. So the other function here, fade, means that you can add a fade in or fade out effect to the sound clip, which is sort of a slow intro into the music clip. Let me show you how it works. So I'll add a 1 second fade into this clip. And here you can see there's a curved shadow to show that there is a fade effect on the clip. So instead of the music coming in right at the start, you actually have a slow build in and build up of the music. We have already gone through what replace is, and delete is actually quite self-explanatory, so I won't be explaining further. Okay, slip here refers to a slip edit, and in video editing terms, it means that it allows you to shift the start and end points of a clip's media within a clip's existing position and duration on the timeline. It's actually a way to fine-tune the timing without changing the clip's overall length or location. Think of it as moving the audio or video within the clip rather than moving the entire clip itself. Sounds complicated? Don't worry, I'll show you how. So here you can see the start of my video clip, but she starts singing only later. So I'll drag the slider to where she begins to sing and then tap on the tick. So when I press play, she sings immediately. Duplicate here means you will want to copy and paste an exact copy of the audio. Quite self-explanatory here. So next we have text here. We can add text to our video, so let's write something. You can change the font, color, effect, and alignment. I won't go into detail on this because you can actually try it out on your own once you get to this part. So if you want to reposition your text, you can always tap and drag it around. The options to edit your text are pretty similar to that of audio, but what we have is an AI tool to convert text to speech. Let's try it. So we'll select a voice and then play it to see how it sounds like.
Peanut butter.
The voice option here allows you to add in your own
Peanut
voice
butter.
at certain parts of the video. So for example, if you find that the AI voice is too robotic or too fake, you can use your own. Let me show you how it works. peanut butter. So once you record your own voiceover, it appears as a voiceover clip on your timeline. So you can also add captions to your video, which is also pretty self-explanatory. So basically, captions are text displays on screen that transcribe the spoken words in a video. Say for example, if you are doing an explanatory type of video like mine today, or you are just talking to the camera and you want words to appear, subtitles to appear at the bottom. So that will be pretty useful because they make the videos more accessible to viewers who are probably hard of hearing or they are watching your video in noisy environments. So captions are also helpful for those who are not native speakers of the language being spoken in a video.
Peanut butter.
So overlay here is pretty simple as well. So basically you can overlay another video or image to your video. Let me show you how. Sound effects also refers to sound effects. So to make your video interesting, you can actually add sound effects here and we'll just show you how to do it quickly. Alright, cutout here is something new, okay? It's an amazing AI tool that lets you crop out certain images from your photos or videos and use it in your project. Let me show you how. Say I select this clip of my bread and the bottle of peanut butter. Then AI automatically detects that the bread and bottle are possible images that I want to use. Tap on Track Object. Then tap on Done. So when I play my video clip, it actually takes a cutout of that clip of the bread and the bottle and places it on the video. The last function here is sticker, which basically means you can add stickers to your video clip. A bit similar to overlay, but stickers are cuter and nicer for social media. Well, if you are here watching this video, that means you do have Instagram and you probably know what stickers can do. So you can search for any particular sticker style you want here. So once we are done with the editing of the video, okay, first let's take a look at how the video looks like right now.
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Okay, not too bad. It could be better, but today is just sample and teaching you the functions within the app and showing you how to do it. I'm sure you can do a better job than me. Okay, so now the last step to do is to export this video, which means saving the video. Okay, you can see a 2K option at the top right beside export. You can change the resolution to HD or 1080p or 4K and color to be SDR, which is standard dynamic range, or HDR, high dynamic range. Well, we all know what HDR videos can do, right? It just looks better, it's more pop, the colors are popper, and it just looks a little bit better and it'll look good on social media, so I'll stick with that. Once you're ready, tap on export. Once the exporting hits 100%, your video is ready and saved into your Photos app. Do take note not to close the app or lock your screen at this moment, or the video will not be saved properly. So here you can share it directly to your Instagram or to Facebook, since both are owned by Meta. There you go. If you found today's video useful, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more useful videos like this. Until the next video, I'm Steph, take care and bye bye.